Assessment that has been given by the NDRF as they enter. They're just quickly taking through some of the details that we know so far. So we'll try and recap this. First, coming in from the eyewitness in this matter, BSP parliamentarian Maluk Nagar, with whom we spoke a short while back. He says that he saw at least two intruders. In fact, one of them jumped from the visitors gallery, then moved towards, leaped through at least two desks where the parliamentarians were sitting, roughly about 24 of parliamentarians who were present when this intrusion actually took place, and the fact that you've had them jumping off, and then you have another intruder at the visitors gallery. So at both levels, remember, they're looking at the security breach of how exactly did they manage to carry those canisters inside their shoes is what being looked at. And secondly, whether at all they belong to any particular organization or not. These are some of the aspects that are being looked into. What's the nature of the canister that was actually used? Was it dangerous, given the fact that the NDRF here is saying that it basically leads to some breathing issues? But again, with the caveat that comes in, because right now the forensic team is still examining the matter. You do have the forensic investigations van being brought in. They've been able to collect some of the items that were dropped on the floor of the parliament. That has been collected, and the investigation continues as we speak. So this matter is still being investigated. Right now, all that we know is that the intruders have been questioned at the Parliament Street Police Station. There's a multi-agency probe that is basically underway. You do have the Intelligence Bureau also that has been brought in. Let me quickly go across to my colleague Piyush Ori, who is joining us from outside the Parliament Street Police Station, getting us the latest details. Piyush, I'm given to understand that 4 people have been detained. They have been questioned. What are you picking up right now from your sources within the Delhi Police?
So you rightly mentioned, Shravan. I think you've mentioned everything comprehensively, but let me just add on to what you just said. There have been 4 persons who have been detained, and these 4 persons have been identified as Amol and Neelam. Now, these people were detained from outside Parliament Police Station, while Amol is one from Maharashtra, Neelam is from Haryana. They were found to be bursting these crackers outside the parliament, and they were detained from there, and subsequently they were taken over here at the Parliament Street Police Station, the visuals of which are being presented to you by my video journalist Vijay Surendra Rawatji. There were also 2 persons that were detained from within the parliament, identified as Manoranjan and Sagar. Now, how this case has been so complicated, how there are several layers that have been attached to this case, can be gauged from the fact that Manoranjan has been identified to be coming from Karnataka. In fact, what we've been told by the sources over here in Delhi Police is that he is believed to be from Mysuru, Karnataka. In fact, the bite of his father has also come in, which has been circulating. So, what exactly was the real motive of these 4 people to do this kind of mischievous act is being probed. In fact, what we've been told is that as what our sources mentioned, is that there may be some grievances that may be shared at least on the side of Amol and Neelam as far as the unemployment among youth is concerned. And in order to make their grievances, in order to make their angst felt, they did this mischievous act. However, this is still under investigation, that how a person from Maharashtra and how a person from Haryana came together and did this mischievous act. And mind you, it is not only these 2, but there are also 2 people who were detained inside the parliament, the questioning of which is still going inside. You rightly mentioned, and you also showed the visuals over there of how the forensics team, which has been there from the National Forensic Science University Ahmedabad, had come in to find out about what kind of equipment and luggage that was being used by these people. And over here at the Parliament Police Station also, there was this vehicle which had come in. In fact, not only the crime forensic team, but also the officials of the elite Delhi Police Special Team had come in. Just some time back, a very senior Delhi Police official had come over here from the special cell in order to probe and interrogate this entire matter. I would just end by saying that this case, though right now nothing has been confirmed, but the terrorist angle in this has also been looked into, because, mind you, on December 13, Gurpatwant Singh Pannu from Sikh of Justice had said that he might try to create some mischievous act, taking into consideration that there were attempts that were made on him of assassinating him. So, is he involved in this act, all this is being investigated. So while I speak to you, the investigation is still going on, and a lot now needs to be come out by the Delhi police. Back to the studio.
Well, in fact, it would be very premature at this point in time to make any insinuations as to who exactly is really behind it, because the investigation is still underway. Remember, there have been multiple threats that have been issued by various groups that have basically seen the whip that has been cracked by the central agencies. So you do have some of the Khalistani groups that are under the scanner. But having said that, right now, the Delhi police maintains that their focus is to basically look into the antecedents of the intruders. One. Secondly, whether at all anyone has, apart from the four who have been detained, were they basically involved in this breach or not? Because it's quite surprising that you do have metal canisters put inside the shoe and they are able to cross these metal detectors. And whether at all these metal detectors were operational at that point in time, whether there was a short of sight on this entire matter, all of this is going to be looked into right now, because remember, the very fact that you do have foreign objects making it through this entire four layers of security is of a major concern. And it is the reason, this is the reason why right now you have the top level Delhi police officers all sitting together and perhaps looking into every minute detail of the investigation that is being carried out. As we speak, you already have a forensic team which has been stationed here. I'll just quickly tell my camera person to show you those images now coming in of the forensic investigation vans that have been brought in. In fact, at the moment anything is gathered from inside the parliament, that is basically secured inside this van, and the forensic examination is going to be of greater concern at this point in time, because remember, they're going to look at the nature of the item that was actually used inside those metal canisters, which are open, which resulted in a yellow smoke billowing out from that particular can. And the second aspect that is also being looked into is whether at all, apart from the metal canisters, were other items also carried out. In fact, if you go by the eyewitness account, there was a sloganeering that was done by the intruder. The moment he was caught, he was nabbed by the parliamentarians there, and thereafter the marshals came in. You did have the other police officials, the security that was present inside the parliament also coming in. Right now, just to give you a quick update of what's really happening, we've seen the NDRF team also coming in. You've had top officials of the NDRF entering from here. You've had Delhi police officers who have gone in. In terms of the multi-agency probe that is being spoken about, we are given to understand that this involves even the Intelligence Bureau. At least 3-member Intelligence Bureau team has actually reached the Parliament Street police station, where the investigation still is being carried out. These are the latest details we're getting in. We are also being told right now from a reporter inside the Parliament, Harsha, who says that the visitor pass would be cancelled right now, because remember, there was an elaborate process that was put into place, but despite that, there appears to be a preliminary security breach. We'll try and see if we can go to her in a short while from now, getting you the latest details.